morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to the conversation here on Lagos Television. I am Abimbola Bello.
It's few days to the governorship election in Edo State. Everything heating up. It's a pleasure to have you join us this morning. My name is Joshua Murakinyo.
Joshua.
Always those derail things. Like,
I only said I'm happy to be here. It's been a while, actually. I wasn't here throughout last week.
going to Edo.
I went somewhere.
Good morning, everyone. I am Adebimpe Omotayo.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you join us.
I
I am sandwiched between two powerful and beautiful women. So I'm going to comport myself this morning and behave because the absence of that is subjecting myself to the intricate details that is happening in Edo State at the moment. 35,000 police officers have been deployed there to maintain law and order, just for one election. Off circle.
That's always the benefit of us.
Because all the actors have been throwing words, shades at each other.
They have refused to sign the peace deal.
PDP so far. Because they felt that all their chieftains have been arrested and flown to Abuja.
Who are the chieftains now?
Today is not PDP,
Edo. This is stay Lagos.
I know it's important to the polity.
We'll talk about it. Maybe I think our producers have something lined up for that same election. But again, you know how it is when Joshua is here. He likes to just move around, destabilize.
Somebody tagged him. Onijogmoyenko.
You know.
No, that's not true. That impugns on my personality.
Okay, I wish they could show us what happened before we started the show.
No, that's not fair.
When you came in.
I'm sure the person has retinue of lawyers. I'm sure you're going to hear from my lawyers.
Abimbola, please, let's start the show.
Please call for a break. Please call for a break. I'm serious.
Okay, we'll go on a short break now. When we come back, the conversation continues.
Let the conversation continue. Let the conversation continue.
Sincere apologies for that. Of course, I think there was an issue with my audio Did you hear my name?
You can say your name. Say your name again.
No, say my name.
Say my name.
All right, welcome back to the conversation. Let's quickly take our news points for today, and then we will kick off from there. Joshua, which of the stories are you taking today?
Okay, I'm taking the story of where federal government is warning about 11 states to be careful because of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Of course, the story is the federal government on Tuesday alerted Nigerians to the water release from Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. The federal government made this known at a press statement signed by the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, Umar Mohammed. The statement noted that the authorities of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon will initiate controlled water releases starting from Tuesday, September 17, 2024. It said the water discharge is anticipated to progressively escalate to 1,000 millimeter square over the next 7 days, based on the inflow from the upstream Garwa River. The Nigeria Hydrological Service wishes to notify that the authorities of the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon have communicated to the agency that they will initiate controlled water release at the rate of 100 meter, I don't know whether it is per square, starting from 17. I think that's about it. Don't forget, this warning is, I believe, is the right thing to do, considering that we're dealing with flood in Borno State. I hope all the states warned about this will take caution and not subject their citizens to another internally displaced people.
Okay, so Joshua, it is a yearly warning.
Yes.
It comes every year. But my own grouse is, when you warn, what do?
You move to uplands.
So, again, we talked about this yesterday. It goes beyond coming to warn every year. So once the Lagdo Dam is open and all of its atrocities are done with, we'll wait again till the next year.
There's nothing. There's nothing you can do about
there's nothing you can do, but you can mitigate the effect of the impact. So now they've said, the Cameroonian authorities have said they will control how this will be done. And so who is going to monitor the control?
Wait, I think it's not in our place. I think
it's not in our place, but it's in our place to warn.
No, the authorities are actually the hydrological agency,
yes,
warning those within those states, 11 states within that.
We keep warning every year. But then are we also...
I think the onus is on the state government of these states that are affected, because you have them, they'll say their farmlands were affected, there were flood disasters, because that's the effect of having those. But thank God, like, it is controlled. However, it is the onus of these people to do some things.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, not Lagdo.
No,
not the Cameroon, the state, yes.
Yes, the state. So we keep warning every year. At the end of the day, I'm sure that it will still come back into the news of the damage or the damages that this Lagdo Dam opening will still cause. So we keep warning that's just my take is, when we warn, can we also put efforts at ensuring that at least on a yearly basis, the adverse effects are limited? So the warning should be a plan ahead. But are the state governments, are they...
when you say a plan, is it a plan like to move the people? How many people are they moving? Where are they moving them to?
So it's a yearly thing.
Okay.
And then we keep warning ahead. It happens in Lagos too. We still talked about it yesterday. You say those in the lowlands should move to where?
Highland.
Where?
Wait, I said highland because I want to Highland is lowland.
Yes, you're talking about now the higher plane.
Yes.
Okay, so when they move, are they moving permanently or they're just relocated?
It's a temporary situation.
Okay. I know some people will say they have nowhere to go.
This warning is not only for government.
It's for everybody.
It's also for everybody. All the farmers, you know what to do.
So which means that you cannot come to complain.
That's what I'm... To an extent, if government, there's a role for everyone, because I don't want to exonerate government, state government, for their inability to perform in recent years,
We will
especially
still
to
always
mitigate this.
hold the state governors responsible for some of those things. Okay, it's a warning. Let's hope all of those that have been warned will take heed to the call. Let's take the second story. It is still a national story, and of course, FG to split Unity colleges into basic secondary schools. Of course, the story says the federal government has announced that the 115 federal Unity colleges in the country will soon be unbundled into the basic and secondary schools. The Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, made this known during the opening of the annual general meeting of principals of Unity colleges in Abuja. The event is themed Entrepreneurship Education, a panacea for self-reliance and national development. Sununu stated that the plan to unbundle the Unity colleges aligns with the national policy on education. The minister explains that the unbundling of federal Unity colleges would, among other things, attract more funding to improve infrastructure, address teachers' welfare, and create employment opportunities. My take here is sometimes we've said it that Lagos leads,
Others follow.
Lagos has unbundled its own Ministry of Education. And now, of course, the federal government is looking at how to do this. So if what the federal minister highlighted would be anything to go by, attract more funding to improve infrastructure, address teachers' welfare, and create employment opportunities are to go by, then should we say it's probably in the right step, in the right direction?
I don't know what the minister is saying. So no. I don't know. I know during OBS Equisili, I knew there was something in this regard, but the next administration came and scattered everything.
Why do we like scattering?
We have so many things. So what do you mean by unbundling? Do you mean that you want to leave that in the hands of the private sector?
No.
What are you saying?
I think there will be I think there will be federal.
You just have the junior.
Juniors. When we say junior, is it
basic, rather,
primary?
But if that is it, because you have Minister of State and you have Minister of Education.
Okay.
Minister of Education primarily deals with tertiary institutions.
That's what they're going to do here too.
I am telling you, if that is unbundling, this man handles basic education. They've unbundled, but I think what they are trying to say is, look, we have Unity schools. They have no capacity to actually fund most of these institutions again. So what they want to do is perhaps get private sector to come in, which is actually the ideal thing to do. Ordinarily, in other climes, what you have is the government handling basic education, nursery and primary. You get that for free. But every other thing is you get to pay for it. But here in Nigeria, I don't know whether we can totally leave everything to the hands of the private, because I personally, I am moving. School fees was increased 100%, if not more, 120%.
And this is why I said the other day that, we cannot continue for parents who think that it is their right to have, free education.
It's not possible. But government cannot also just totally,
you will subsidize.
Hands off, because that is literally leaving of course, leaving the poor people of Nigeria into the hands of the hangsman. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's see how this will work out at the end of the day. But it's important that policies are sustained.
I didn't even know that there were federal basic schools. Basic, as in primary.
That's why you have UBEC and you have SUBEB.
Federal. Do we have them? Do we have such in Lagos?
That is domiciled at the federal. Then you have SUBEB state.
Oh, okay.
They have funding for this to subsidize.
But then UBEC will also say that some of the states are not accessing the funding because their states are not contributing those funds.
I know so many states that do you know the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria? So I don't want to get into the education part.
That is that is a whole discussion.
Don't think it's because in the northern part of the country. You need to go to Lagos as well. You need
of course,
it's
everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's just that, of course, the numbers are more in certain regions of the country. Adebimpe, let's take your story.
Okay. Lagos to remove 280 illegal waterfront buildings. The Lagos State government has threatened to demolish 280 properties illegally built at the Mayegun waterfront scheme located in the Etiosa local government area of the state. The government said to forestall the creation of slums, distortion of a Lagos State master plan and erosion of a state's coastal area, it issued contravention notices to the over 280 illegal property owners and occupiers of the area over the weekend. And according to the notices, the occupants are required to provide relevant documentation and approvals that justify their occupation of the properties in question within 7 days of the notice, failure of which a demolition notice will be served on them. According to the government, the over 280 properties, which included completed, under construction and undeveloped lands, were found to be without any government papers authorizing their construction. So people will just see one empty place. They'll not go there. They'll just put a structure there and be staying there.
Who gave you permission?
They must have permission.
I'm glad that's part of what you're looking at this morning on the program.
Yes.
Because, you know, and then when government starts, they are the first to shout.
I was about to
We've been displaced. And then when you realize that, so who gave you permission in the first place?
They must have gotten some kind of permission.
Sometimes these people are flagrant, as in they will just find a place and occupy, though some may have truly, one way or the other, collected the shakole from them. And if you also realize that they also may not even have the rights over those lands or over those spaces.
Whoever collected the shakole from them, did they give them documents?
No, they'll give them some kind of...
They'll give them papers.
How do they say that thing? Unwritten agreement. Unwritten gentleman agreement.
In Lagos, that's
Anything
why
can happen.
in Lagos, before you leap, watch, look. Before you leap,
you will get
documents.
You'll get the documents, Abi.
You will get documents. Just that some people...
It's just that it could be fake documents.
Yes, now. But
or
some people...
receipts that have no family name.
You need to know. Some people are crying over this thing. Don't forget, government will still be taking a lot of flags for this because they will say like this is intimidation, it's ethnic cleansing, it is abnormal. Didn't government give them?
They've given them 7 days. If you have proof, if you have papers, just bring it.
Have you been on X lately?
Joshua, bring papers.
Bring papers.
Well, I see Baturi there all the time.
Don't let. Sometimes the Bature is the one that wakes me up on X.
I'm telling you.
It is 6:17 a.m. in the city of Lagos. All right, let's quickly head to X this morning and take a look at one of the trending stories on that platform. Okay, INEC is trending this morning, and of course, this is an outcome of INEC yesterday saying that the Abure-led faction of the Labour Party was no longer recognized by INEC. But then, before we talk about why this is trending, I thought the Labour Party itself had already said bye-bye to Abure.
Exactly.
And there is a new caretaker committee in
headed
place.
by...
Oh, you didn't see the press conference Abure granted immediately.
On whose permission did Abure grant that press conference?
If not for the fact that everything politics or party politics is subsumed in controversy, and I won't want to call names that actually came to my mouth at the moment, but we have a situation where the past Abure, the past, according to INEC, according to INEC, he was the chairman till June this year, did not conduct convention to elect New Guinea, if not for the fact that he had a lacuna. And there was, as soon as there's a lacuna, the other people too, led by Obi, they took advantage. They went to a place.
Would they even say they took advantage of it? I mean, they also wanted the right thing to be done.
No, if Abure was also thinking very well, all he needed to do was conduct election into the position, or better still, find caretaker committee that pending it exactly. But because he also wanted to perpetuate himself, these are all for selfish aggrandizement. You have a situation where...
And so yesterday, Aisha Yesufu our friend on X, praised INEC
For the first time.
for the first time.
What did you say?
That INEC did right by admitting that the Abure-led faction of the LP was no longer recognized.
Abure's name hasn't been changed on INEC website as chairman of the Labour Party.
But then they declared yesterday.
INEC hasn't removed Abure's name.
But then INEC released a statement. So that one is INEC's bookkeeping. INEC should go and
So if you
perfect
go
its
on,
order.
or if you go on INEC's website,
And
now,
maybe if you go after this program, maybe because you want to take a swipe at INEC.
no, because INEC is speaking from both sides of the mouth.
Go and
That is justiciable.
We need to go. Time is fast spent.
Are we taking the column today?
Yes, but we'll take
After
a
the
break.
break, okay.